The heavenly choir. What if the most beautiful sound you'll ever hear doesn't exist on earth? What if your soul has been aching for a melody your ears have never heard because it only exists in heaven? You've heard choirs before, you've heard harmonies, you've even been moved to tears by a song, but you've never heard this. You've never heard the sound that makes angels stop flying, the sound that causes time to bow, the sound that breaks you open and heals you at the same time. This is heaven's choir, where every redeemed soul sings with scars turned into glory, and where every note feels like God Himself hugging the pain out of you. It's not just music, it's worship that makes the grave irrelevant. The moment you hear the heavenly choir, your soul will break, then bloom. It won't be just sound. It'll feel like love embracing your deepest wounds. You'll cry, not from pain, but because something inside you will finally say, "I'm home." Heaven's music is not for the ears alone. It's for the soul that survived hell on earth. We sang through heartbreak on earth, but in heaven we'll sing through healing. Imagine a song where your past no longer hurts, your regrets no longer whisper, and your tears are replaced by praise. The heavenly choir sings freedom, and when you join in, your chains fall off. Heaven's choir doesn't need instruments, because glory is its soundtrack. As the melodies wash over you, you'll feel light, laughter, and love fill the cracks inside you. It's more than harmony. It's a warm embrace, a sunrise for the soul. If you've ever felt invisible on earth, heaven will make you feel seen with every note. The moment you open your mouth in heaven, your voice will blend into a symphony designed by God Himself. You won't just sing, you'll belong. And that will feel like healing in its purest form. When the heavenly choir sings, you don't just hear it, you melt into it. Joy wraps around you like a warm blanket after a storm. You'll cry because it feels like every sorrow you've ever known is being kissed away in rhythm. The music in heaven won't remind you of what you lost. It'll show you what you gained. You'll feel lighter than air. You'll feel whole. And with every harmony, you'll feel God's love brushing away years of grief like a gentle wind. God doesn't care if you were tone deaf on earth. In heaven, you'll sing perfectly because your worship will be soaked in grace. And that realization, it'll bring the kind of tears that heal, not hurt. Every tear you cried silently will be turned into a note in heaven's melody. You'll stand in the choir of the redeemed and realize none of your pain was wasted. It became part of a beautiful, eternal song. The heavenly choir isn't soft background music, it's the roar of joy that makes the darkness flee. You won't know whether to weep, laugh, or dance. So you'll do all three, because that's what heaven feels like, safe, whole, full. When the choir begins, heaven glows. The gates echo with voices of love, the angels lean in, and the redeemed sing with scars that now shine like gold. And when you join in, joy will pour down your face like rain. You'll never tire of the music in heaven, because it feeds the soul like oxygen. Every note will feel like another layer of sorrow peeled away, another breath of peace inhaled. It will fill you in ways you didn't know you were empty. The same angels that guarded you through depression, abuse, and grief will sing beside you in glory. You'll feel so loved, so protected, so known that you'll fall on your knees, not in shame, but in overwhelming gratitude. The voices in heaven are survivors. They know pain, they've known sin, but they've been redeemed. You'll sing with people who were once broken, but now made whole, and just being in that sound will break you most beautifully. You've never felt music like this. Heaven's choir doesn't just reach your ears, it holds your heart, kisses your memories, and makes everything that was once heavy feel weightless. Worship in heaven is like breathing. You don't think about it, you live it. You'll feel peace in your lungs, joy in your voice, and purpose in every breath. It will feel like everything you've been waiting for. God Himself leads the choir. When He lifts His hands, creation sings. You'll cry, not because you're sad, but because your soul has finally found the song it was born for. If you've ever wondered whether you matter, heaven's music will answer. It will whisper, you were worth the wait. And when you join the song, you'll feel like every forgotten moment of your life just turned into a masterpiece. Each voice in the choir has a story, and when you sing, your story will soar, redeemed, restored, radiant. The music won't just sound beautiful, it will feel like mercy. There are no minor keys in heaven, no sadness, no dissonance, just joy, radiating from every soul like sunlight. You'll cry, but this time, it'll be from joy that you can't hold inside. The choir is every color, every tribe, every tongue, joined in love, not labels. It will feel like unity, like family, like all the things earth failed to be but heaven fulfilled. The closer you get to God's throne, the stronger the music becomes. Not louder, deeper. You'll feel it in your bones, in your memory, in your breath. It's praise that wraps itself around you and says, you made it. You'll never run out of songs in heaven. Each moment brings a new revelation of God's goodness, and each one will make you cry again. But the kind of tears that feel like joy, finally overflowing. In heaven, you won't just lift your hands, you'll lift your heart, because the music will speak to the deepest parts of you, the parts no one else ever understood. When you die, the first thing you'll hear might not be silence, it might be music, heaven's welcome song just for you. And when you realize you're finally home, your knees will buckle and your tears will dance. Your grandmother's voice is in that choir. Your child you lost too soon. The loved one who died with a Bible in their hands. They're all singing, and they're saving a place for your voice. The heavenly choir is louder than your shame, louder than your sin, louder than your past. When you sing, you'll know, I'm forgiven, I'm free, I'm loved. Even the stars hush when the choir sings. All creation listens to the sound of the redeemed lifting praise that cannot be silenced, and you'll feel honored to be part of it. You won't need lyrics. Your heart will already know the words, because the music in heaven is what your soul has been trying to say your whole life. The joy in heaven is contagious. One worshiper starts to sing, and 1,000 join in. It's spontaneous, unstoppable, and overwhelming, and you'll be caught in the flood. There's no shame in heaven, no embarrassment, just freedom. Pure, open-hearted, tear-stained, joyful worship that feels like running barefoot through the gates of eternity. Heaven's music is alive. It moves, it dances, it surrounds you. You don't listen, you feel it, and you'll never forget the first time you do. What hell tried to destroy, heaven celebrates. The scars that the world mocked become songs in God's hands. Your pain becomes a chorus of praise. Worship never ends in heaven, because beauty never ends. You'll keep finding new reasons to cry tears of joy, and God will catch everyone. You were created for this choir, for this moment, for this sound. One day your voice will rise into that holy harmony, and when it does, all of heaven will sing with you. One day you'll stand there, barefoot on golden streets, trembling in awe, eyes wide with tears. The music will begin, not with a band or a song leader, but with the voice of the redeemed, your voice. And suddenly, every trial you endured, every tear you cried, every sleepless night will make sense. Because you'll realize you were never forgotten. You were always being prepared for this moment. As you raise your hands, your voice will join the eternal harmony, and heaven won't just echo. It will erupt with the sound of your worship. You'll be home, you'll be whole, and you'll never stop singing. Jesus is knocking. Answer while there's still time. Right now, Jesus is knocking on your heart. Revelation 3:20. Before the storm comes, before it's too late, don't harden your heart. Say yes to Him today and be marked for salvation, not judgment. Let heaven be your eternal home, not a missed opportunity. Pray this now. Jesus, I believe you are the Son of God. I believe you died and rose again. Forgive me, cleanse me, make me new. I surrender my life to you. Write my name in the book of life. I am yours forever. Amen. If you prayed that, comment, "Yes, I'm answering the call." Share this message. Visit ourlum.com and subscribe for more truth that prepares you for eternity.